Hey there, humans, and welcome to another issue of News for Human Use. I'm Gene Pocket. I'm an author, a public speaker, and most recently a candidate for President of the United States of America in the year 2020 on the Human Party ticket. Now, I founded the Human Party in 2016 because we're headed toward a future that's threatened to be controlled by bots, machines, and artificial intelligences, where organic life is made obsolete by artificial life. For too many years, our elected officials and the oligarchs that run this country have been all too happy to see machines replacing humans because it helps the bottom line. 30 pieces of silver is more important to these folks than an organic human future. And I'm saying enough is enough. These artificial usurpers have taken too much as it is. For decades, the machines have been infiltrating every part of the American way of life, from fast food restaurants to our cinema screens. Now, for example, the Associated Press published an article this week about the machine's attempts to infiltrate the world of comedy. Now, the good news is that humor is almost impenetrable to these artificial creatures. Creativity will always be the domain of human beings. Of course, this comes as no surprise to members of the Human Party. I've been encouraging humans across this great country of ours to exercise their creative muscles for years. Not only is humor good for the human spirit, it also acts as a coded language that the bots, machines, and artificial intelligences just can't understand. Tristan Miller, a computer scientist and linguist at Darmstadt University of Technology in Germany, had this to say, quote, "Creative language, and humor in particular, is one of the hardest areas for computational intelligence to grasp because it relies so much on real-world knowledge, background knowledge, and common sense knowledge. A computer doesn't have these real-world experiences to draw on," end quote. Now, of course, scientists just can't help themselves eliminating the few advantages we have over the machines. A computer scientist at Oregon State named Heather Knight has been busy trying to create a robot comedian. Roll the clip.
Have you heard the one about the young monk? A young monk asks the teacher, "How long does it take to reach enlightenment?" 10 years, says the teacher. "What if I work really hard and double my efforts?" asks the young monk. 20 years, says the teacher. And joke 2.
It's no Charlie McCarthy.
Now, gentlemen, now please, every time you meet, why you start bickering. Now, why not, I ask you, why not bury the hatchet?
All right, and I think I know where I'm gonna bury it, too.
You're not too funny since Jerry left, are you?
Is there a lumberjack in the house?
Of course, like all media organizations these days, the AP buries the real story at the bottom of the article, where Kinky Heppelman, a computational linguist at Texas A&M, warns that, quote, "Teaching AI systems humor is dangerous because they may find it where it isn't and they may use it where it's inappropriate. Maybe artificial intelligence will start killing people because it thinks it's funny." That's not funny at all. Unfortunately, that isn't the only attempt by human advocates of the robot agenda to help these insidious creatures take away everything we hold dear. Now, what I'm about to tell you is some very heavy information, so you might want to just sit down for this bit of information I'm about to relay to you. Now, if you follow the news, there's a pretty good chance you've heard of Q Anon in the last couple of years. If you're unfamiliar with the movement, here's the short version. In October 2017, an anonymous individual going under the name Q posted a message in an online message board under the title, "Calm Before the Storm."
You guys know what this represents? Well, remember it's the calm before the storm.
Now, Q claimed to be a government insider with top-level clearance who's clearly on the side of Robot Don. Over time, Q shared all kinds of classified information, claiming that some Hollywood celebrities and known Democrats like Tom Hanks are pedophiles, and that Robert Mueller was hired to expose Democrats as part of Robot Don's larger plan. Followers of Q also believe that J.P. Morgan sank the Titanic and that Hillary Clinton, Obama, and George Soros are planning a coup and traffic children on the side. Now, I can hear you asking yourself, why is Gene talking about pie in the sky conspiracy theories when I'm tuning in to get real news? Well, the sad truth is that the folks at the Q Anon movement have been duped, just not in the way you think. First of all, you gotta ask yourself why someone would spread this kind of information. Who stands to gain by convincing trusting Americans that their government has been compromised and that Hollywood is a haven of immorality? Who benefits when humans turn against each other? Bots, machines, and artificial intelligences. And the worst part is that these sinister creatures are being helped in their efforts to divide us up by our fellow human beings, our brothers and sisters. All the evidence is there, but no one in our media or our political class has the clarity of mind to see it. And that's where I come in. Now, in 1999, while America's most beloved rapist president was inexplicably still in office, the CIA created its own venture capital firm, supposedly with the goal of, quote, identifying and investing in companies developing cutting-edge technologies that serve United States national security interests, end quote. Now, over the years, this CIA venture capital arm was deeply involved in the development of all kinds of sinister business, from surveillance capabilities to Google.com. As the Washington Post put it, quote, virtually any U.S. entrepreneur, inventor, or research scientist working on ways to analyze data has probably received a call from this venture capital arm of the CIA, or at least been Googled by its staff of technology watchers. Mostly the CIA has used this venture capital arm to invest in technologies they use to spy on you and me. They use the technology to monitor the activities of good, honest human beings, organic beings. The truth is that they've been at the forefront of funding the robot agenda for decades. And what's the name of this venture capitalist menace? In-Q-Tel. Are you starting to see the connection? Do you see the truth now? Q isn't some well-placed patriot telling the truth about deep state. Q is the deep state. Q is the CIA op dedicated to helping the rise of the machines by dividing up humanity, by pitting human against human. Q is another In-Q-Tel project that helps the machines in their quest to take our planet from us. I mean, divide and conquer is a strategy of control that's been used by every evil, from the Nazis to soft drink companies. I see you, Q. I know you're working with the robots, and I'm not going to let you get away with it. I'm not going to let you hoodwink trusting Americans into thinking their fellow humans are the enemy. We know who the real enemy is: bots, machines, and artificial intelligences. We won't let you use fear to divide us up anymore. I'm not going to let you. Now help me fight Q by visiting www.genepocket.org. That's GENEpocket.org, and donating to our campaign. We really need the help, folks. Now, since we're on the subject, this seems as good a time as any to address something that I've been hearing from the doubters and the cynics. These folks have been accusing me, of doing the same thing, of trying to gin up money and votes by stoking human fear. Do you see fear on this face? Do you hear me telling you that you should be afraid? Absolutely not. No, 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 a resounding no. There is no fear in the human party. This is resolve. This is determination. This is human stick-to-itiveness. You're not going to hear me say you should be afraid. I'm not going to appeal to the human instinct for delusional fantasy by trotting out empty promises of hope either. Hope is a fantasy that only comes true if we make it true. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to make this country the human paradise that we deserve. We're going to end the insidious program of manipulation by bots, machines, and artificial intelligences. I really need your help, folks. Help me in my fight, because it's only together that we're going to be able to defeat the menace of bots, machines, and artificial intelligences. Now, find out how to donate by visiting www.genepocket.org. That's GENEpocket.org. We really could use your donation, my human friend. But even if you're unable to donate, I'm still going to be here every Thursday, bringing you news, updates, and everything you need for human use. Be sure to share this video with the people that you care about. Don't let these word salad organizations like the CIA or In-Q-Tel manipulate us out of existence. In the meantime, don't forget to visit www.genepocket.org. That's GENEpocket.org. We're going to find all kinds of information about my campaign, the Human Party, and most importantly, the link to our donation page. Donate today if you agree that we need to keep America human. Hit subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. I'm Gene Pocket, and until next week, I wish good things for you, good things for the United States of America, and all the best to the human race. Thanks, and have a great week.
We're not gonna let them take our jobs. We're not gonna be replaced. We won't live in a world that's run by bots. We won't let them take our place. We won't let machines take our rights. We'll stay together, we will fight. We're not gonna let them program our kids. We won't let bots control our news. We won't let machines divide with politics. We're not just data points to be used. We're human beings with living souls. We won't let the robots gain control. Together we'll keep America human. We're the human party. Together we'll keep
is not real. Now, do not misunderstand me. Danger is very real, but fear is a choice.